And we are high atop and deep inside world headquarters, JRod and the Boss Lady. And where have we found ourselves this week?
Cigar Cellar.
See,
Yes.
we are buyers, sellers, top to the bottom. All those other good rap songs. I don't sé qué estoy hablando yo, but we're at Cigar Cellars of Miami, 1557 Sunset Drive in the City Beautiful.
The City Beautiful.
Coral Gables.
fancy.
Bueno, heavy duty.
We're fancy
heavy
today.
duty. The tax goes up. No. Beautiful Coral Gables. Cigar Cellar of Miami. Hit them up at cigarcellarofmiami.com. Instagram, cigar_cellar. CELLAR. Not seller like I'm going to sell you. Cellar like the cellar, like the basement, like the man cave, which this is. Great place. Thanks for Alex for opening up the doors for us. This place is awesome. Listen, you can close a business deal here. Come here for a little lunchy, smoky treat. They have a VIP member lounge in the back, right back there. 24-hour access. You can come in, hang out with the fellas, hang out with the lady. Maybe
The lady.
We have to ask Alex, is there any PDA back there? He's got cameras. Maybe we can make some money. Yeah, your girl's gone wild. Girl, cigars.
The Clinton
Oh,
style?
wait a minute. I think I just found the 401k.
Bill Clinton style?
Just don't get it on the dress. Good stuff. Listen, tremendous last episode over at Nailed It in Palmetto Bay. Big numbers. We're blowing up thanks to you. YouTube, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud. JRod Show is my Twitter and Instagram.
Mine is 305 Miami 6924.
And despite the rain, we have settled in here at Cigar Cellar of Miami.
That's how you can tell with the
I
rain.
mean,
I got
it's
the roster
summertime.
here. I got
It's
the roster
summertime in
here.
South Florida. I've got the little paley paste. We'll fix that in post. No pasa nada. That's the beauty of this. Thanks for everybody for hanging out with us, man. We've had a great time. Week 6.
We're in week 6, yeah, that's true.
Well, and again, it always reminded me of the great Ric Flair. It says, to be the man, you've got to beat the man. And that's what we're trying to do every day. Be the best for you.
That's right.
JRod and
the
the
boss
boss lady. So let's get, wait, porque te ríes? What's so funny?
That's a good phrase.
Ric Flair! Look it up.
know.
Maybe we'll put it in. To beat the man, you've got to be the man, you've got to beat the man.
That's right.
That's what Ric Flair says every time he's going to fight.
You're going to do the Ric Flair.
Woo!
There you go. There you go.
I should have worn the robe. Maybe I wouldn't be so.
Oh, that would have been
I wouldn't be so damp. I looked so good last week. Now I'm a little, ahí aguacero, but that's okay.
Yeah,
The
it's
ladies
fine.
like
The
me and
ladies
my-
like it.
this is
Ladies
me
like
and-
to like wet stuff.
This is. Speaking of wet stuff, you went to the doctor.
Yes.
Everything all right? Porque eso la tienes de oro.
I know.
Platinum?
My doctor literally says it looked healthy and spectacular.
Your
that
gyno?
was his words. My gyno said I look healthy and spectacular.
You know what's another.
But seriously, go get tested, girls. This is the whole point.
You know what's another word for a gynecologist?
What?
A lip reader.
You're so. That's so lame, but it's so funny.
That's a grown-up dad joke.
That's a grown-up dad joke.
A grown-up dad. I can't tell my little girl that.
No,
Daddy, you know what Daddy said? A gynecologist is a lip reader. Ah!
Yeah, she goes and says
And
that
then
in
boom, la
school.
chancleta comes flying.
She'll go say that in school.
Although my little girl now has learned the word chancleta. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah?
Daddy, I'm going to give you a chancleta.
Oh, she's giving you a
Ah,
chancletazos?
esa me salió más cubana. Forget it. Well,
That's
listen,
awesome.
let's get started. Now,
What are we talking about today?
We've talked about a lot of things. I mean, this week we got some good stuff. We got a lady. Listen, if you're gonna call a girl for a booty call, have the decency to be awake when she gets there. We'll tell you how that went terribly wrong for somebody. Also, where to have sex in public without getting caught. Not that we're saying you should do it,
Yeah, you should.
but we're just saying if you decide to, we have some places for
Is it at Cigar Cellar?
the VIP lounge right there, the membership. Alex is going, no. Unless you invite Alex, maybe he'll come in. I don't know. But anyway, let's get started with, do you like hot dogs?
Nah. Wait, what hot dogs are we talking about?
Oscar Mayer?
Nah, not really.
Do you like ice cream?
Yes, I do like ice cream.
Now, we've talked in the past. Remember
Of course I
that?
like ice cream. Look at this body. That's how I got it like
It's
that.
discipline. Well, remember that steak and bourbon ice cream that we talked about that one day? Well, Oscar Mayer, you can go to their Twitter at Oscar Mayer.
Okay.
How about hot dog ice cream?
No.
No?
No.
Now,
No. What is this? Like a pregnant woman decided to come up with this?
Where are the pickles?
What
now,
is this?
Now, I was blown away when I saw the ingredients of this, okay? It has candied hot dog bits. You know, kind of like bacon bits.
Okay.
But these are candied
Okay.
hot dog bits.
All right, I'm okay with that so far.
All right? And then they inject hot dog sweet cream.
What the hell is
¿Qué
hot dog
coño
sweet?
is hot dog sweet cream?
Is that like another word for jizz?
What? Come on, come on?
Exactly. Is that another word for semen?
Well, it's there's also has spicy Dijon gelato. These are like words that shouldn't. It's like a confluence of words that should not happen.
People are getting too extra with this food stuff.
And then
No.
a cookie bun. So you
cookie
get
bun.
you get the hot dog sweet cream,
Okay.
which is
Which we
basically
still don't know
ice
what it
cream
is.
with the hot dog bits infused in it.
No.
The spicy Dijon gelato, and then the cookie bun. It's called the ice dog. And this is like when I first saw this, I was like, no, is it April? Is it April Fools? ¿Qué está pasando? Is it some sort of a holiday? No, this is like legit. And it's called the ice dog.
This should be a no.
No?
I'm gonna go with no.
That's going to be a no for me, dog.
Are we gonna taste it though? Where can we get it?
Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, but is there an Oscar Mayer somewhere that I can go get?
Well, you know
it?
those little Oscar Mayer, like little hot dog machines or little hot dog cars that drive all over the place?
No.
¿Cómo que no?
The big hot dog?
I guess when you're white, you know about these.
I've never seen this at like a location where you could go get Oscar Mayer hot dogs somewhere.
Well, they have like a little car, like a little pup mobile.
They have those here?
Maybe not in Miami.
I've
because
never
aquí
seen
te lo
this
roban.
before. I've never
Guy
seen
parks ahí, goes to have un cafecito, comes back, no tires.
that hot dog mobile ends up like a porn mobile.
Oye, ese chorizo que está dando vuelta por aquí, ¿por qué? Oye, Mercedes, ven acá, tú dejaste el chorizo este. Oye, Gertrudis,
Where the hell can you
deja el
get
chorizo
this?
este.
There's no place that you could just go get Oscar
Well,
Mayer
I'm sure you
hot
could buy it
dogs.
like at a store, like
Oh,
at
God, don't do
a
it.
Publix, a Winn-Dixie,
Unless Oscar Mayer wants to
Sedano.
sponsor us, then don't do it.
JRod and the Boss Lady. So that'd be a no for you though, the hot dog.
No, that's a definite.
See,
no.
I'm not a big hot dog person. I've never been hot. Like I
It
like,
just sounds like a
I
bad
like
combination.
sausage. Like I know you like
So do
sausage.
I.
Ay, Dios mío, caballero. But I like bratwurst and
Yeah,
Vienna sausage.
Italian
How about those
sausage,
little? How about
Polish
those
sausage, mini weenies.
kielbasa?
Oh, I love a kielbasa.
That lady with the kielbasa ahí se la mete por toda la garganta. Dios mío.
No, that's.
By the way, why are we both wearing purple?
We always match. We're not even
No, this
planning
has
on
got
it.
to stop.
I know. We don't even plan for this, and we still look like Twinkies. What's going on here?
I do have a sweet, creamy feeling though.
So do I.
Apparently, it's magnificent. Mm.
So do I.
If all goes well, yes. If all goes well, yes. Si lo hiciste mal, lloriste. So, booty calls.
Buddy.
Have you gotten a booty call?
Yeah. I ignore them. 'cause
What
I'm
is the
usually passed out at that
What's the
time.
latest you've ever gotten a booty call?
Oh, like 3 in the morning?
3 a.m.
Yeah.
Have you answered it?
No, I've been sleeping.
A esa hora te durmiendo
I'm
tú?
drinking. I drink, I pass out. It's sleep time at 3 in the morning.
Have you ever?
I don't do booty calls anyways.
¿Por qué?
Because
What's wrong?
I don't want to have a booty call.
Why not?
Because I'm a relationship
Don't you
girl.
feel like it's like some sort of like a badge of honor? Like, whoa, he's horny and he thought of me.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He's drunk and horny and thought of me. Is that like a good thing? Like you're like the last resort, maybe? I don't know. I don't think that's a good compliment.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends.
Call me when you're sober and then we're good to go.
Well, apparently a woman,
Which I do.
a woman in New Jersey,
Yeah. Jazzy.
allegedly.
Ya tú sabes. This is starting from Jersey. At least it's not a Florida person.
Yeah, thank God it's not a Florida person, right? Okay, her name is, we'll call her Miss Russell. Okay, Miss Russell. Basically, she got a text from some dude
Okay.
that basically, let's come over and he didn't even show up to her house. He said, come to my house.
Okay.
So he lo debe tener así. Maybe he's got an ice dog. But apparently, she showed up at his house at 4 a.m. He texts her
Okay.
and says, hey, come, vamos. So she shows up at his house, and my man fell asleep.
It's 4 in the morning. He's probably drunk and passed out.
She
Which is what I
called,
do.
he didn't answer the phone. She texted, didn't answer the phone.
If you're passed out, you're not gonna do anything.
And she was so mad. Now,
I'd be pissed off too if you end up driving all the way over there, going to go see this person. And then
Now
they
we don't.
answer.
Now the report doesn't say where she. I don't know if she came from Georgia, if she came from
That'll be
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that'll be.
But she was so mad that she texted him saying, "I want to see you die."
That's a bit extreme. That's
Okay.
Slightly extreme.
You wasted my money to come out here. So maybe she Ubered. Maybe she took a cab.
Like a whole $30. I mean.
Well, homegirl went to a gas station, which apparently was open. Got a bunch of lighter fluid, and set my man's house on fire. On fire!
That's a bit much. Just a tad. Yes. No.
Talk
don't
about
be doing this stuff.
My man escaped
What,
through.
Bernie?
My man got out through the window just wearing a t-shirt, covered in soot.
Con la pelota.
Con la pelota ahí al aire.
Y todo para el
One
aire.
ball goes this way, one ball goes that way. What do you want from me?
It was going to be a roasted weenie.
Talk about a hot dog. Epa! But they did manage to, at least the dog, they got the dog out.
Oh my God, why would you burn somebody's house just because they weren't awake for a booty call? They passed out.
He had some burns and some smoke inhalation.
Oh, of course.
Everything in his house was destroyed. I mean, what was that left eye who burned down that dude's house?
From TLC. Yeah. Yeah, but she was for they were in a relationship. Left Eye was. I mean, I'm not saying that justifies it, but this guy just didn't wake up for a booty call.
Oh,
this woman is in so much trouble now.
Allegedly.
Well, no, if she burned the place, she's in trouble now. Like, why would you do something like that? How about you just, like, send him a really nasty text?
I think she could have just ended with, "I want to see you die."
Yeah, but that's it.
She didn't have to burn my man's house down.
That's absolutely batshit crazy. What is wrong with this woman? Need help, bro.
It's the XY, man.
No.
2 X's? Okay. XY? Ahí se complica todo.
¿Tú sabes quién es XY?
Who?
Men.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just making sure you knew. What?
Believe me, I got it.
Got to keep purple in gear over here.
You're purple.
I'm purple.
We're the purple people eater.
Mm-hmm. Burn my house down. With ice, if they had those ice hot dogs, ahí, todo está bien. Would you put some mustard on your ice cream?
No, that's disgusting. No hot dog ice cream. No burning down houses for not answering booty calls, okay? 2 no's for today.
You imagine he woke up, "Concho, qué borrachera, I burned my house down?"
Technically, because he didn't answer the text, he kind of did it himself.
Her mugshot was the best. She was like, "Yeah, I burned the house down." Call me again.
Clearly, nobody's ever gonna
Waste
call
my
her.
money like that.
Nobody's ever gonna call her for a booty call again. Booty call.
A booty shot? Is that like you just pick her up? Oh.
Booty shot, booty call.
Booty shot, booty shot, booty shot.
No booty shots.
Clearly, you've been in New Orleans too long. In Nashville, right?
I know.
How was your trip to Nashville?
It's fantastic. Always good to go back.
What'd you see, Gary Clark?
Gary Clark Jr. and the Strumbellas, and I saw all my old peeps that I used to hang out with.
Hey, shout out to our buddy Big O, Orlando Algazar. He turned me on to, I butchered his last name. I never ever say his last name.
That's why I always say
Big O.
The big orgasm.
He turned me on to Gary Clark Jr.
Yes, he's amazing.
It's like if Jimi Hendrix and I don't know, Bird. Remember Bird? Charlie Parker? If Charlie Parker and Jimi Hendrix had a baby, it would be Gary Clark Jr.
He's an amazing performer. What was awesome too is that, like, I was there, and then somebody's like, "Here, you sound like you really like him. You should get backstage passes," and gave me backstage passes, and I got to go to the back. It was awesome.
Wait a minute, whoa.
I swear.
Just a random. Mira, tú pareces una cara de buena gente.
Yes, that's why I like Nashville, because Nashville are like the Southern comfort.
Did the tatas? Did your tater tots make an exposure?
No, it was a woman that gave it to me.
Oh,
Not that has ever stopped any woman from giving me stuff, but no scissor sisters.
Scissor sisters?
No.
You know, it's funny. I went
strictly dickly.
I went to Cancun. My wife and I we went to a wedding there, and then they had their 5-year anniversary, so we went to Cancun. And I'm the only one who ever speaks Spanish among our group. I have Latino friends, and they don't speak Spanish. Pero yo me lo ponen a mí, so we all got blasted the night before. So we go to have breakfast at the hotel, and everyone's just straggling in. And our 2 friends, Gigi and Christy, hi Gigi, hi Christy, they come in, together. And I was talking to the waiter, and I said, "Oye, you see those 2 in Spanish? You see those 2? They're lesbians. Tremendo sex they had last night. Look at them; they can't even walk." And he was like, oh.
Did you get some free shit for that?
Oh, they love it. And so all of a sudden they sit down, and Christy's very white. Very, what were you talking about?
I love when you change your
What were you
voice.
talking about?
Do you know that white people don't talk like that?
Yes, they do. Did you make me fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
They don't talk like that. Listen, Brenda.
Listen, Brenda. Listen, Vivian.
Vivian is a Hispanic.
That is. I have a cousin named Vivian who's Cuban. Okay, that mean. But all of a sudden she's like, what did you say? Oh, I said you guys were lesbians and you're banged up from the toys last night.
What did she say? Yes, it's true.
And then the waiter came by and I go, word. Don't make me talk no Spanish.
Yeah, see, leave it to you. That's because your head's always going there. That's why we get along together.
Brenda!
In the gutter, always.
Smoky treat, smoky treat, smoky treat. I like smoky treats.
I like it too. See, look how much better we're doing when we get to record when we're drinking and smoking.
That's good. It's good for the, how they call it, the
Local
creative
businesses.
juices. Like my juices are always flowing. But speaking of flowing juices, sex in public. Have you ever had sex in public? I know.
Do you need oxygen to breathe?
Does the Pope wear a funny hat? Does a bear poop
Is
in the
water
woods?
wet?
I know. You know, I said that the other day and somebody tweeted at me, technically water's not wet. Vete a comer lo que pica pollo.
What do you mean water's not
Well,
wet?
because the water isn't wet. Water creates
que se
wet.
dejen de comer tanta come mierda abeja.
Miércoles. Hey, by the way, we're at Cigar Cellar,
Yes.
1557 Sunset Drive in Coral Gables. Hang out with us here, man. Come down. You can hit them up on Instagram at cigar_cellar. They got a 24-hour VIP lounge. Get your lockers back there. It's a membership. You have access to it. Get a little drinky.
Football season's coming up. Awesome
Absolutely.
place to watch football games.
Absolutely. Canes, Florida State, Florida, FIU. FIU's
FIU's okay. FIU's okay. It's low. We'll give FIU some credit.
I'm smoking a little La Aurora.
I'm
Una amiga mía, Aurora. Me hace las uñas.
No me digas.
¿Eh?
Te hace las uñas.
Me hace la uña. Un pedicure
En el pipi.
en el medio. Me hace cosquillita en los webs. The World Wide Webs. Those.
I'm smoking a La Flor Dominicana.
Right?
Reserva Especial. It's really good. I like it.
It's good. Good. Thanks to Alex for opening up the door. Cigar Cellar in Coral Gables. You can hit them up as well at cigarcellarofmiami.com. Okay? ¿Está bien?
Everybody got that?
Cool. Now, sex in public.
Have you had sex in public?
Oh, all the time.
All the time.
I'll tell you what.
Did you have sex in public in Disney World when you were there this weekend?
No, too many people. Although I'll tell you what,
Too many people, too many kids.
I went the weekend before school started here in Miami-Dade County.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was nobody there. It was great. And my wife, God bless her, said, "You know what we need to do?"
What?
She's white, but she's half Cuban, so she doesn't talk like this anymore. I said, "We know what we need to do."
What?
We got up at 8 in the morning, and we marched our happy asses over there. And by noon, we had gotten on like 11 rides.
Yeah, you gotta get it
Because
in.
everything was 20 minutes. The lines were great. There was nobody there. It rained in the middle of it.
Ugh.
So it was fantastic. The hair was everywhere. But that's okay.
You had bedhead?
That's all right. I had wet head.
Did you get head in
No, but I
bed?
love it. It's a little tradition in the family. We always take the kids to Disney the last weekend of the summer, as I like to call it. So
before school.
They're 10 and 9 now, so I don't know how long they're going to want to keep going to Disney. I don't know how long they want to keep hanging out with us. So
I'm
up on our
38
agenda.
and I still want to go to Disney. What are you talking about? It's
Especially
fun.
if it's free, you little effers.
But the thing about Disney, you can't drink, right?
Well, we found one restaurant you can.
Because that's the main thing. That's why I like going to Universal, because Universal you could drink everywhere.
There's a restaurant in Adventureland, where the Jungle Cruise is. There's a restaurant there that you can drink. They beers and sangrias.
Yeah, because the rest
Of course, $95 for a beer, but what are you going to do? It's Disney. Got to keep the rat employed. I had the weirdest place I've ever had sex in public.
Okay.
Was I dated a girl when I was in high school that had some serious daddy issues. Thank you. Her mom and dad got divorced. The dad cheated on the wife, on the mom. She hated her dad. And then lo and behold, I come into the picture.
Revenge sex.
She says to me, in no uncertain terms, because I had a car. She didn't have a car.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I want you to drive me to my dad's new house, and I want you to have sex with me on the hood of your car in front of my dad's house.
Talk about daddy issues.
Woo!
That is serious daddy issues.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure on me. But number one, I can't have an ass print on my mom's hood. Number two, what?
Were you afraid of getting shot?
Well, yeah, I was like, is your dad into guns? Does he have a gun? He's a Filipino guy, so who knows what he had in store? Machete, swords, who knows what comes out of the Philippine house. And then, it was cold. It was L.A.
It's not cold.
Oh, colder than here. But you know what? I manned up, and we went over there and le metí leña on the hood of my mom's car, right? And the whole neighborhood saw it.
Oh my God. No, that is public sex for real. Like for real public sex.
And the whole time I didn't even want to look because I knew I was going to be so excited. I was like, no, look at the Dodgers, grandma, puppies.
Trying to hold it in.
And she's Filipino girl, long black hair, super tall, tan, naked. Oh,
on your car. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's.
And then my mom was like, "Hey, what are all these smudges on the hood of my car? You don't say. Probably kids, the neighbor.
Un gato. When cats get
there was a pussy cat all over this car, mommy. I don't know what happened.
Cats get up on the top of the car.
So AskMen.com put out a list of places to have sex. Now, we're not encouraging people to have sex. We're not encouraging people to do anything illegal. But if you should so be inclined,
if it happens,
we're trying to help you out here. So
yes, we're letting you know.
Let me know if this works for you or if you've done this. Number one, in the water, whether it be the beach, the pool, the jacuzzi, Rosarito, the jacuzzi. No one was gonna. Let's put it this way: I could not commit any crimes in Rosarito. My DNA's all over the place.
Hey, the water in the ocean. The ocean's free, man. There was no kids around.
Salty.
It's like a what is it? What's that company? Massengill douche. It's like your douche.
I remember once I found my mom. I found this thing like this pink. Looked like a hot water bottle. I was like, what's this? Oye, tranquilo.
It's para el agua de vinagre.
It looked like a pillow.
That's how you get pH balance. Mom knows.
Number two, in your apartment or your hotel with the window open or the drapes open.
Wait, isn't that like a regular day though?
That was my neighbor in LA. I told that story like last week.
Hey, but that's not. Is that public if you're in an apartment?
Well, if your windows are open, or if your if your drapes are open.
That's still being inside. That's somebody else being nosy and looking into what I'm doing. That's all I'm saying. I don't consider that one public sex.
No? How about a hotel?
A hotel is it's like my temporary house.
Remember Hillary Duff?
Yeah.
Well, she was in a hotel in Toronto, like the baseball stadium, the Rogers Center.
Yeah.
There's a hotel connected to the stadium. So some rooms you open up your drapes and you can see the baseball stadium.
Yeah.
So she had just gotten married. She's older now, of course. It's not Hillary Duff when she was Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
And she was le estaba metiendo un Hummer at her husband, and he had the curtains open facing the baseball stadium.
Watching the game. It's like watching the game on TV.
I mean, talk about a man cave. All you need is a scotch, a cigar, eh?
Scotch, cigar, and while you're getting a BJ and watching the game. Hey, if you could smoke a cigar, drink scotch, and watch the game at the same time, that's multi-talented right there. What? And you can pay attention to the game? Some
people have skills.
Well, apparently,
I was more worried.
Apparently that girl didn't have skills, because if not, you should be distracted.
She was more worried about the ash. Just don't ash in my hair. You don't worry about that.
She didn't want ash in the hair, but what about something else in the hair?
And nothing in the eyes.
Something about Mary? Ahí con un poco de gel.
I've got a lot of gel right now going here. A bathroom of a bar or a restaurant. Oh!
Guilty.
Oh! I have not done it in a bathroom of a bar or a restaurant.
I have. Multiple times.
Prime 112, we apologize. And if you want to sponsor the show, please come back.
Prime 112, if you sponsor the show, I promise it wasn't there.
Mastros, sorry.
It wasn't there. It wasn't there. Prime 112.
Okay, McDonald's ahí en la Flagler.
Ahí
tampoco, El Palacio de los Jugos ahí en la 87, ahí tampoco.
No, tampoco.
La Carreta en la 40.
Tampoco. I only go for certain croquetas.
Shoney's on State Route 75.
¿Qué Shoney's? Is Shoney's still open?
I saw Shoney's up in Orlando.
Oh, yeah. But
Orlando.
Yeah.
A movie theater?
Actual, like, whole sex or, like, other stuff?
Well, I mean, I've got...
I can't be doing all that in a movie theater.
I
I'm a big
got
girl.
a handy in a movie theater once.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can do
I was
other
so
stuff.
afraid of the guy sitting in front of me.
Now in the movie
Hey,
theater...
boy, what's going on? Is it raining?
Now in the movie theater, you can, like... They have those reclining seats, and people take blankets and stuff. It's evolved in the movie theater now.
Or you just...
You make it way easier.
You're kind of like the pizza man. You put a hole in the popcorn. Put the big pop of popcorn.
No.
This is an important part of the movie right here.
No.
A parked car.
Yeah, I mean...
I broke my mom's, not with the other girl, another girl. The passenger seat.
Another girl.
We broke the thing. And she's, oye, ¿qué le pasó a this passenger seat? I don't know. These cars today, Mom? I don't know.
A parked car is definitely, yes. That's an easy one.
How about an airplane? Epa.
Guilty.
Tremenda fruta la niña esta. Tremenda fruta. Fruta bomba.
Listen, I think
That's okay.
You have to be adventurous.
See,
when you're dating.
I'm a man of girth, not just down there, but just in general. And I can't fit in those bathrooms. How are we going to fit two people in the bathroom?
Yeah, the bathroom was difficult, but you could also do it in the chairs, in the seats.
Unless you get a private plane. Hey, player.
I know somebody, a pilot. I need to do a pilot. But you could do it in the seats. You just can't do it with kids around.
What about a taxi or a ride share? Ahí trajo un Uber ahí metiendo mano.
No, I haven't done that one. It's people can see you.
Yeah, of course. That's the idea, to be seen.
No, but the
I mean, I've
driver-
made out in the back of a cab.
Yeah,
or an Uber.
making out it's fine. But I mean, like, well, it's like
Here's the one thing. This particular topic, there's no way.
what?
A park at night. ¿Tú estás loco?
Oh, I have.
Really?
And I got in trouble.
Bro.
The park ranger came over and
park-
click, click, click.
Oh, hey, Yogi Bear, what are you doing in there?
With a flashlight and you're all up
What are
in
you
there
doing?
with the windows
what
all
do you
fogged
What do you think
up.
I'm doing? Tengo culo al aire aquí. What do you think I'm doing?
That was very uncomfortable, I have to say.
To me, maybe it's just because I'm Latino. You know,
I was younger then.
You know us Latinos, man. We would spend from sunrise to sundown. We're at the park. Every birthday, let's go to the park. Ahí corriendo ahí.
Yeah.
It is like when you're Latino and poor, that's what you do. You go to the park.
It's free.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you barbecue, like I said. They even got little grills there. I don't even know if they're grills, but you put a coal underneath, you're cooking. But at night, the park? No, that's when the freaks come out.
That's exactly
No.
the whole
No,
point.
you're having sex there and somebody comes up behind you. Hey, what's going on here?
No.
It's like when you stay in a bad hotel and somebody taps your shoulder in the middle of the night. Oh, yeah, you're out of toilet paper.
Then that will freak me out. Don't tell me that I'm going to a hotel now.
And the toilet's full. A changing room.
A change.
Like you're in
like in a fitting room.
you're at a department store.
Dressing room.
See,
Been there, done that.
I actually
Tarjay, what up?
when I was single, I always have to, because my wife's family watches the show now.
Yes, that's fantastic. Hey, thank you.
I love you, gringo people. I love the Caucasian. Well, so I always have to. This is when I was single. I'm
You have to
reformed.
reiterate
I'm
it.
retired.
Yes. Those days are done.
Years ago.
The dog
But I
days
was on
are
Melrose Avenue,
Mhm.
and it's not Melrose Boulevard. It's not Melrose Place.
Like Pretty Woman?
Yes. So I go.
No, isn't that Rodeo Drive though?
She was on it, but I was on Melrose.
Okay.
So I was getting, I lost a bunch of weight. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna get flaco player clothes. And I go in, and there was this girl who had the biggest, most enormous fake breasts you ever seen in your life.
No, I think I've seen another one recently.
Ooh, they were fantastic. And so, hey, what's going on? And so we go to the changing room.
Okay.
And normally, they bring you 2 or 3 shirts and everything like that, and they wear that side. No, homegirl walked right inside.
Oh, she wanted to dress you.
She walked in and she said, let me take the shirt. She took my shirt off. She pulled my pants down, put the pants on. She zippered them
Full
up.
service?
And next,
Filling the gas tank with full
she got
service?
tremendo commission. Let's put it that way.
Was it nice and creamy for your hot dog filling?
And then I came back 2 weeks later, returned everything. I don't like this.
Were you trying to get another full service?
Yeah, I was like, well, if this is the... Of course, now I can't go shopping because after that, you're like... Pfft. That's why I don't go to strip joints anymore. I went to a strip joint once in Philadelphia. Shout out to Philadelphia. Dangerous Curves in Philadelphia. And I'm sitting there, ahí tranquilo, minding my own business. because I go there to meditate.
At the strip club?
Yeah.
A lot of meditation.
The house music.
Woosah. Oh, no, I hate strip clubs that play.
And this
house
woman
music.
comes up to me, she goes, "You want to dance?" And I was like, "No." She goes, "I was voted best buns in the Northeast Corridor."
Okay, then you have to get a dance from that.
Sure. I mean, if you're dealing with royalty.
You have to. You can't say no to that.
So we go in the back. We go to the private room, and she all of a sudden, and it was kind of like a barber chair, you know, where it kind of reclines all the way back. And she's just climbing all over me, esto lo otro, and buns and heels and everything like that. And all of a sudden she goes, "You know, I just broke up with my boyfriend." I'm like, "Well, okay. Sorry?" And she's like, "You know," and next thing you know, and I was so focused not on the fact that I'm having sex with a stripper while I was single that I was just staring at the doorknob. I was thinking some dude was going to walk in there and beat the crap out of me because I'm having
You're not
sex.
supposed to have sex in the champagne room.
False. And by the way, I can never go to a strip joint again because after that.
Well, what's the purpose? What's the point?
So early on in my strip going life, that happened to me.
As a youngin'.
While I was single. Hiking, the 10th place you can have sex in public. Hiking.
No.
Bugs, sand.
Exactly. Bugs.
Te meto una mosquito ahí en
A
el
different
culandrín.
type of snake that I don't want to get bit by. No. No hiking sex. Thanks. I'm good on that one. I'll pass. Especially mosquitoes in Miami.
Plus, you can't wear heels when you're hiking. Heels get me going.
Some people do, believe it or not. I've seen some crazy stuff in Miami.
And you're Publix. I see you, Doral. I see you, Venezuela. Doralzuela.
Dorazuela. Dorazuela.
Para! Chamo! And we continue here at Cigar Cellar of Miami. Hook it up, cigarcellarofmiami.com. Thanks to Alex for opening up the doors. Great place to get a membership. VIP lounge area, access 24 hours a day. You know, they have a full bar over here. You know, cafecito.
I know. We had coffee, beer, full service, man.
Cafecito. See, cafecito and beer, it cancels itself out, so. Good stuff, man.
Well,
I love Cigar Cellar.
Well, mine is a dark beer with coffee, so there I go. Killed it with two birds with one stone.
See, I like a nice little pale ale. It makes me think I'm drinking healthy. JRod Show.
305 Miami 6924. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram.
And thank you, as always, for supporting us. Big numbers on YouTube, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud. All happens because of you. Please subscribe.
For
Download
free.
the show. It's free. Have a good time. You know, it's just a lot of good stuff. We're here everywhere. It's show number 6, and we have been overwhelmed with the amount of comments, good stuff. And whoever, that one guy or girl that always says the show gets posted, dislike. That's okay.
hate.
That's okay. We love you.
Hey, listen, we love you. You know why? Because you're still watching.
I've always said that. It counts. Click. No, but you know what? It just meant it just fuels us. It gives us more fire.
To get better.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get better. Plus, we're wearing purple.
Like, we didn't even plan it.
Right? Spanish word of the day is on Wednesday. My NFL picks are on Thursday.
And
We're on fire in the preseason. One more week of preseason, then it starts for real. But every Thursday on Spotify, Stitcher, and SoundCloud, exclusively on those audio platforms, you'll have my NFL picks all season long. We've been killing in the preseason. Get some of those red bottom shoes for your girl or for yourself. No, yo no voy a decir nada a nadie. Está bien, lo que pasa. You know, I grew up in LA, and I love heels. That's my fetish. My wife, she's got a closet full of heels. I'll just open the closet. I'll be like,
Do you get memories when you see certain pairs?
Like, oh yeah, those Bebe heels and those Coach wedges. Oh, I remember San Francisco.
He's getting turned on right now.
A little damp here. But so I was buying my wife, a pair of knee-high stilettos, and my wife wears an 8.5. Right. So I'm sitting there looking at them, and I'm buying and looking at the shoes. And I was in Hollywood, and this trainee came up to me. Right. This trainee comes up to me and says, "Honey, those aren't going to fit you." I said, "Thank you, Shug." Thank you,
Be like,
Sugar.
they're
You're
not
right.
for me.
No, I said, you know what? I better get myself a 12. You're right. Girl can only dream. She's like, I hear you, babe. All right, Sugar. Shout out to the trannies out there.
Oh, that's too funny.
Right. See?
Oh my
See,
god.
I'm big in the gay community. I'm a bear. I've been referred to as a bear.
I'm pretty big in the gay community too.
I'm just big.
Gay guys still, even though they're gay guys, they still like boobs.
Claro, who doesn't?
It's a universal thing.
Well, there's a study that says boobs generally lead to smiles, happiness, and they help you live longer.
Yeah, they do.
Especially touching boobs.
Yeah.
So I need all the help I can get between the cigars and the booze. I need all the help I can get. So underwear. Do you wear underwear?
Sometimes.
You don't wear thongs though.
No. Bleh. I don't like stuff up my butt unless it's something that's important that needs to be up my butt.
You are so selfish.
I am.
Selfish.
I'd rather not wear underwear if I have to wear a thong.
No, you gotta wear a thong. I mean,
why?
It's
I don't
part
like
it's part of the
them.
production.
No, it's not. Not
It's part of the ting tong tong.
Not when you have these big hips.
Hips don't lie.
All underwear are thongs, actually, if you
Well,
have big hips.
Tommy John,
Tommy John.
not the pitcher, not the surgery, the underwear company
Okay.
did a study. They surveyed 2,000 men and women
Okay.
about underwear. Now, I never used to wear underwear. I've only recently begun to wear underwear.
Okay.
Because now I found out underwear is kind of cool. Lost a lot of weight, so I'll get some nice underwear, Trunks. I'm a big trunks guy.
Fancy. Boxer briefs.
45% of Americans have worn the same pair of underwear for 2 days or longer.
No.
That's almost half.
No. Were they like in the military and forced to? No, there's no reason for that unless you got stranded, stuck somewhere without clothes.
Literally,
Actually, take off your underwear.
I would rather free ball than wear
Yeah.
underwear for more than 24 hours.
No, that's disgusting. That's
Literally.
really gross.
Now I had a boss at a company I used to work for. Where he would never buy. He told me, I don't know why he told me this, because I took a trip and I had a bunch of suitcases. He's like, "What do you got in there?" I go, "Oh, clothes, underwear." He goes, "Underwear? You bringing underwear on a trip?" And I was like, "Whoa, is my boss telling me that he free balls?" He goes, "No, brother, no, I don't bring underwear. I go to like a CVS or a Dwayne Reed or whatever, and I buy the cheap underwear.
What's the point of
and
that?
I put it on. I throw it because that way he doesn't have to pack." I'm like.
Yeah, but then you
I'm
gotta
like-
go find some underwear. Like you can just
Yeah.
pack 3 pairs of underwear. It's not like
Now,
that.
now
much
listen.
space.
I like watches. I like cigars. I like socks, and I like underwear. Those are I treat myself.
Yeah.
Okay. So I like my trunks, not boxer briefs trunks. I lost a lot of weight, so now I can wear trunks. Y se me ve así. But I can't literally. The minute the sun goes down, I was like, I got to take this underwear off.
No, dude. Seriously though, 2 entire days.
45%.
45%. That many people wear their underwear for 48 hours. That's gross.
I can't
Don't
even say
do it.
white people like I usually do because I don't know. But
no, who did they survey? We need to see the
2,000
study
men or
here.
women. They didn't say where they're from. Or
Ew,
gender.
and women too.
Well, they surveyed men and women.
Cochino.
And you know it's men. You know it's men because
Yeah, it
a
can't
woman's not
be.
gonna. A woman, will, you'll bake bread, all that stuff. You go.
Oh, gross.
It's true. You get all that moisture out there.
Oh, God,
brother.
sweaty balls all up for 2 days in there.
Mm-mm.
No, man, don't.
30
Underwear is not that expensive.
That's right.
Or take it off.
38% of those surveyed don't know how long they've had their oldest pair of underwear. In other words, every 6 months I get new underwear.
Yeah, I have so much underwear, it's out of control.
No, but I throw them out.
Why? I don't,
Yeah, I mean, you know
don't
what?
throw mine
Because there's a
out.
lot going on down here. There's a lot of activity. Because I sweat a lot. Clearly.
But that's what you can wash them.
See, but you wash them and then they don't look good. Although it's good when they fit your form and you pick them up. You're like,
No,
"Oh, mira
I have
eso.
some that I'll admit.
Tremendo bulto tiene el niño este."
I have some that are very old, but I like them a lot. They're funny because I have funny underwear. Like I have Cookie Monster underwear, Beauty and the Beast
What's the
underwear.
oldest pair of underwear you own? A year? 2 years?
Oh, no, I have underwear that I've had for like 10 years.
No, not me.
But I wash them. They're clean.
But then again, I have a dog, that doesn't forgive, man. If you leave a sock, let alone underwear, a shirt on the bathroom floor, that dog will come in and tear it to ribbons. I bought more underwear since I got my dog because ese perro, I think he's a fetish. Now, men are 2.5 times likely to wear underwear for a week. The same pair for a week. No.
Stop it! What are these statistics? What is this survey?
Clearly,
this
they're
is so
single.
gross.
They're single.
Living in the basement of their mother's house or their grandmother's house.
I mean, or they inherited it
No.
because if they had a mother, they wouldn't allow that.
Unless you.
I mean, don't you
literally-
shower every day?
Yeah, what is this? That's what I'm saying. Unless you're like stuck in a bunker, like a military bunker or something.
Like I go
in a tank.
I go on a trip for 4 days. I take 7 pair of underwear.
Yeah, I always take two,
'Cause
at least two per day.
2 per day because you have an accident. You
Might get too wet.
You may think it's a fart. Next thing,
Oh, gross! No.
Oye, la vida,
no.
life comes at you fast.
You may get wet from rain or other things.
You say, oye,
So you're gonna change.
tremendo guanajo ahí, ¿verdad?
But no, do not keep.
I
the
looked
same
so good
underwear.
last week, and today I'm a disaster.
You need to stop being so self-involved here. What's going on?
I
Look at
love
you.
me.
That's good.
Ain't nothing
You
wrong
should-
with loving
You should
me.
like how you look right now.
Well, I did get it.
I got
did
all
get
my
a
hair
shave.
wet, and it's okay.
I
I'll
did get a
survive.
shave.
We're all
So
survived.
listen, Thursdays, NFL picks, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and then Wednesdays. You know what? Let's
The
back it up. Let's
word
back it up.
of
Every
the
Sunday, it's a new episode of JRod and the Boss Lady
Yes.
on YouTube, Stitcher, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Every Wednesday, it's the Spanish word of the day.
Yes.
Every Thursday, NFL picks, and then we've got your fantasy football that's
I know.
coming
Once
up.
I get it.
College football season has kicked off.
Yes.
The Canes. The Canes. Have you gotten your season tickets for the Canes?
I did. I got my season ticket package. It's beautiful.
You know,
it's awesome.
I worked with Manny
It was
Diaz.
like Christmas.
Manny Diaz used to work at ESPN.
Yes, I know.
I used to work at ESPN.
I know.
When I was a temp PA, I met Manny Diaz, who was an associate producer. And I remember Manny Diaz, about a week into it, told me, hey, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm going to go become a football coach. And I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
sure.
what, Little League? Whatever. And
No,
then,
it's
lo
for
and
the
behold,
Canes.
here we are, living in the same town.
That's right. And the U.
Of course, you're still blown away that his dad was the mayor of this town. Really? Who was his dad? Manny Diaz?
Manny Diaz. Look, sometimes it takes me a little bit to get
That's
it
okay.
together.
That's okay. Good thing you're hot. By the way, thanks for everybody
Yes.
that tweets at us, that please send us your tweets, send us your messages. I'm at JRod Show.
305 Miami 6924.
Every week we got it at you. We want to thanks everybody here. Thanks to Alex for opening up the doors. We're at Cigar Cellar of Miami, cigarcellarofmiami.com, enjoying some smoky treats, some beer, some cafecito, member lounge back there, 24-hour access. You can hit them up on Instagram at cigar_cellar. We'll be back at it next week again. Always a good time, and we couldn't do this without you. So thank you for making this happen. Yeah, enough of that. Enough of the flowers, enough of the roses. We know you love you. We know we love you. You know you love us. Y tremendo culo tiene la niña esa. We'll talk to you next time. And remember, if you're going to be good, that's good. If you're going to be bad, you better call us.